Hi there, I'm Scott with Total Lighting Supply. I'm the product manager and I'm the guy who looks at all the new products before they go on our website. They have to get past me first before they go there. I just got back from Lightfair and I have a whole number of new things to look at that you might be interested in looking along with me right when I open the box. I'll go over what I think and what I see and give you an idea of sense of scale, sense of quality. I think it'll really help. It'll help us and it'll help you making selections for your project. And as usual, if you need anything at all, we have a whole crew of people here that can help you. We do this all day, every day. So we're here to answer your questions. So without further ado, let's get started right away. This is one of our track lighting kits that comes everything in one box, and comes with a track and a bunch of fittings and parts. I'll show those to you in just a second. I took this out of the box. Actually, I unloaded the box so you can get an idea. And the first thing that comes out of the box is the power track itself. So this power track is actually 44 inches long. It's not a standard 4-footer or a 48 inch. It's a little bit shorter, and they did this for a reason. We'll get to that. It comes with some screws, comes with some safety instructions, and when you show this to your electrician, you always want to make sure that you comment to him that it's always a good safety practice to shut the power off before you do any electrical work. And the purpose of this video is to show you what comes in a pre-assembled white LED track lighting kit. So inside the box, the 44-inch track. This is a 3-wire H-style track, which is the most common. Also in that box is this little tray, and the tray has a end power feed. We're going to talk about that. It has a instruction book, and it has a floating canopy power feed. And we're going to go over these here just real briefly. So the instructions, pretty good, have a lot of detail. Talk about all the parts and fittings and what you need to make the installation go. And I just want to kind of go over the parts right now with you. So let's talk about the end power feed. Now, they do something a little different than most end power feeds. The end power feed has a 1/2-inch knockout. And what's interesting, and you don't see this too often, is it has a double ground. So when you go slide this in the end of the track, down here, actually you're going to unscrew this. When you screw this back in, don't over tighten it. That's a bad thing. It'll spread your track out. So I pre-unscrewed this so I could pop it out. So inside the track are 3 copper bus bars, just 3. So on one side, and it happens to be how this track is set up right now, and I don't know if you can see that in there, but what we have on this side of the track is this bottom copper bus bar is the ground, and the top one is neutral. And then on the other side is the hot. So this is going to slide in, but the problem is, you're going to go, well, wait a minute, there's a problem here. It's not going to go in right, because if you look underneath, the neutral here, which will line up with this neutral, got a neutral and ground. Well, that's good. But on the other side, you have a hot and a ground. And it's like, well, wait a minute. There's only one ground, and there's two ground tabs. So what you're going to do is you're going to actually take a pair of pliers in here, and you're going to twist one of the grounds just gently back and forth like this, and you're going to snap it off. That way, the extra ground will be gone, and the end power feed will slide right in. Now, the end power feeds are made in such a manner that they have these little burrs sticking up here. See these here? And what these are for is when you slide this into the track, it's not going to want to come out. That's a good thing. So, be confident. Make sure you're looking at what you're doing. So when you slide this in, it's lined up correctly. Ground and neutral on one side, hot on the other. Remove one of the grounds. Now, the reason they did this is so you can take the other end of this track and put it in. And in that case, you remove this side, this ground. So you just take that needle nose pliers, bend it a few times back and forth, and then snap it off. So this is unique to the kit. Our normal end power feeds, if you can't get it in the right end of the track, then you're going to take the track, just turn it around, it'll go right in. So kind of be aware of that. We were really surprised they did that. And like I said, it's unique to this kit. And all the prepackaged kits currently are coming that way. But I want to give you a heads up. That's in the works. Now, the floating canopy. This confuses everybody because they don't read the instructions. So this allows power to be put in anywhere in the track. It has the same concept Comes with some little fittings and some wire nuts, and they're referenced in the instructions. It has a 3-wire. This is a 3-wire H-style system. I'm going to undo these little screws. They made the screws a little longer, which I really like. They used to be so short and stubby, man, you couldn't get them to line up and go in there. Nice textured, clean looking finish. And inside is a connector that looks just like the bottom of a track lighting fixture. You'll see that in a minute. And this connector, and it's on this plate, and you're going, whoa, wait a minute. What do I do with this plate? This doesn't make any sense. Actually, you're going to take this off. It's actually going to turn all the way around. So when you're done with this assembly, this plate, see these 2 little screws right here? Well, those 2 little screws are going to hook onto this track. Sorry, it's really hard to do on a tabletop when you're kind of klutzy. These 2 screws, it's going to look like this. And this fitting is going to go in, and again, neutral and the ground and hot, and you got to put it in and you got to twist it the correct direction. So it's going to end up in this track and twist it in, and then this cover is going to go over the top. So it'll be cover, fitting, plate, and then behind this plate is the sealing junction box where all the wiring is. And these wires are going to go through and connect. And it is covered in the instructions, so I don't want to go into a bunch of detail. So when it's all done and it's up on the ceiling and you have the cover on, it looks like that. And this part allows you to put it anywhere in this track. So you can slide the track on the ceiling where your junction box is, and you could say have the junction box down here at one end, or it's in the middle, or it's off center. It just depends on where it is. And again, we do cover that in the instructions, and your qualified electrician won't have any problem. He's probably done this a number of times. So that's the floating canopy. It's a really common piece, and in our big kits and in our custom kits, we sell a lot of those. We usually sell this piece, the end power feed, this configuration, and there's other configurations where there's a drop ceiling and they're going to bring a piece of flex right through the ceiling and into the connector. They're going to undo that screw and they're going to make their wires up on the inside. This little piece sticking out usually is hidden and disappears. So you need to know that, end power feed and floating canopy. So let's take a look at what else is in the box in the kit. And of course, you know, I have some comments. That's just how it is. So the kit comes with 3 light fixtures, and these are LED fixtures. Now they look really big in my hand. It's like, oh my God, that thing's huge. No. When it's up on your ceiling 8, 9, 10 feet up, it's not going to look huge anymore. It's actually going to look correct. These are beautifully made. They have an H-style connector, H-style single circuit track, not the dual circuit track. We do offer that on our website, and that's a different video. So this is a single circuit H-style connector, fits any H-style connector track, has a little spring mechanism. So you're going to pull this back, you're going to line it up in your track, and you're going to turn it in the track so the ground and the neutral line up correctly on one side and the hot on the other. You don't want to put it in your track and turn it the wrong direction, because then you're going to bend one of these, and then you're going to have to get out that needle nose pliers and bend it back. And when you do that, it's not going to make contact. We just got these light fixtures. We really like them. First of all, I like the knobs. I like having a good, strong knob, because in an art gallery, for example, you're adjusting and readjusting and repositioning and moving it along the track. It's nice to have the knobs. I like that. Now, the ones without the knobs have a pretty good, strong cam in them that locks them in place. And sometimes even the knobs get a little where they're not grabbing enough. I throw a little star washer in there when they start sagging, because it's a heavy-duty made fixture. The other thing we're really impressed with, the LED's built into this fixture, so you can't open it. There's nothing to open here. It has a beautiful, clean, even beam spread. And what I really like, because this is one of my pet peeves, is when you have the light fixture here on the side, you're looking at the fixture from the side on the floor, you don't get a lot of glare out the sides. I really like that. A lot of the older style halogen fixtures, they threw glare out the side. So when you walk in a room, if you look at the ceiling, you see all these glary spots. I don't like that. There's no light coming out the back. It runs really cool because it has a lot of heat sinks. And believe it or not, LEDs do require to be kind of cool. Really well-made fixture. We're really happy with them. So back to the kit. There's 1, 2, 3 that come with the kit. Now, on this track, this 44-inch track, you could actually have 6 or 7 or 8 or 9 or 10. you just add the light fixtures. We do sell the fixtures separately also, so you could do that. Now UL requires that all the light fixtures and track have these tags on them, so you know they're UL approved. They're not some, you know, let's just say big giant website brand. We'll call it that. You know what I'm talking about. That nobody stands behind and nobody knows what to do with it, and doesn't always work. But so all the fixtures have these tags on them. Now if you take tags off, I just did this one, sometimes a little bit of the adhesive from the tag is left behind. It doesn't look good, especially on the white light fixtures. I took a dry sponge and I put a little denatured alcohol on it, cleaned the glue right off. It didn't do anything bad to the plastic at all. In fact, it was good just to kind of clean up the fixture. Sometimes my hands get dirty. So I think that's a good point. So in quick review, this is a kit. It's 44-inch long track. By the way, when you add this, it gets to 48 inches. I think that's why they did that. It comes with the floating canopy, comes with the end power feed, mounting hardware, instruction book, 3 LED fixtures. Check our website because the color rendering ability of our new LED fixtures keeps going up. They keep getting better. The wattage keeps going down. The output keeps going up or stays steady. This one is, these are 12-watt fixtures that put out the same as a 50-watt halogen, except, unlike the 50-watt halogen, puts out a very even beam spread, really nice look. They're 3000K, so they're not. It's not a cold LED light, but it's not an ultra warm one. Really perfect for a lot of installations. We find them in retail stores, we find them in homes, we find them in art galleries. There's a lot of possibilities here. Good looking kit, long life. LEDs will last you almost forever. This is really the way to go. And you're going to find that your old halogen stuff, which is pretty much obsolete now, just isn't the ticket. So thanks for watching, and we do have some more details on the individual fixtures on some of our other videos. And of course, our website has full specifications, sizes, everything you could possibly want. Our design team is here if you need anything, if you have a big project. We even have a video that shows you how to do a simple layout. We're the track lighting guys. Drop us a note. Have a great day. Thank you very much.
At Total Lighting Supply, we understand the importance of your time. Not everyone can be a lighting expert. We're not just about selling you light bulbs, light fixtures, and light components. We're also about helping you achieve amazing and successful lighting results in your space. We hope that our video series will assist you in achieving your lighting goals.